My contribution to the whole team was probably to show them the fruits of exploration and make them curious enough to endeavor on their own, because there is no better sailing than the one where the sailors leave and the old captain stays ashore saying, okay, off you go, boys and girls, right? So I suspect it was, an element of inspiration in it. And then they took it from there and they opened their own sails.
I think one moment from my work on the project that sparked my curiosity about space exploration and particularly radioastronomy was the conversations with our supervisor professor, Dr. Pantelis Papadopoulos, about his findings and discoveries from his work on the largest radio telescopes on Earth, along with his knowledge and thoughts about the universe in general.
So being a member of the marketing team for the ASTRO project has been an immensely rewarding experience. One of the most enjoyable aspects has been to witness the genuine curiosity and excitement that both the public and the potential sponsors have shown towards our initiative. We've received frequent invitations to showcase our work and discuss it in various events, which has provided us with valuable opportunities to engage with diverse audiences. It's been incredibly gratifying to see the genuine interest and enthusiasm from organizations towards our goal of building the first radio telescope by students. This growing recognition and support for our project among different groups has been truly inspiring. It underscores the significance of empowering students to engage in groundbreaking scientific endeavors.
Leading a team on the project has been an incredibly rewarding experience on multiple fronts, but I think the most rewarding experience is seeing the progress achieved throughout the project's life cycle, from the initial idea to the design phase, concluding eventually to the construction and deployment. Each member of the team brings a different set of skills and perspectives to the table, and seeing how these collaborate to overcome obstacles is a very rewarding experience.
Let me say first that the robotics team is at the starting line, being the latest recruit of our project. We're gearing up to employ tools like microcontrollers to orchestrate the movement of several stepper motors, most likely coded in Rust. So, our initial task is constructing a miniature replica of the radio telescope's torsion mechanism. Though it will be functional, this scaled-down model will prioritize, of course, lighter loads, allowing us to analyze the torsion accuracy, which is a crucial aspect. Naturally, we will tackle any programming or structural challenges that will surely crop up.
It started as one of these at the end of a class. I don't remember if it was Radioastronomy or Observation or Astrophysics class. Two of them or three of them, they came up and they said, we talked with the people in the BEAM team and we would like to take the initiative to make a radio telescope for educational purposes here at Aristotle University. Which is a big thing. If you try to do that in Greece, it's one thing to do it in Finland or Sweden or Ireland for that matter. And if you try to pull it off in Greece, it's very hard.
One particularly memorable success story from our marketing efforts with the ASTRO project occurred during our participation in the regular meeting of the Youth Council of Thessaloniki at the Town Hall. It was a historic moment as non-members of the council proposed a resolution which was accepted with an overwhelming majority. The resolution aimed to garner the support of the Youth Council of Thessaloniki for the ASTRO project and the construction of the radio telescope. This support was seen as pivotal in strengthening both the scientific and educational landscape of our university. It was a powerful testament to the impact and importance of our project, showcasing how it resonated not only within academic circles, but also within the broader community, especially among young people eager to engage in meaningful initiatives that push boundaries and foster innovation. This moment highlighted the transformative potential of the ASTRO project and served as a significant milestone in our journey.
My experience in this leadership role has contributed both to my personal and professional development. Having to work with and lead a diverse team has taught me to be more patient and understanding. In terms of professional growth, I've managed to become more flexible when taking spontaneous decisions about when a problem arises. Of course, through the project, I've managed to deepen my knowledge both practically and academically. I feel very lucky to be a part of this team, and I appreciate every single person who contributes to it.
The aspects of working and the mechanical components of the radio telescope that I have found the most rewarding is the transition from the theoretical era of university education to a real-world project. As the project progresses, we will observe its development and evolution, and upon its completion, we anticipate that it will make a viable impact on other research projects.
Yeah, well, first of all, they have to do it on top of their regular courses, okay? So knowing the course load here, that's not an easy task. Second would be to pretty much partition the tasks and find the right people with the staying power to contribute enough in the project, because inevitably people will go on to other studies and other people will come in. The idea is to have people stay inspired and long enough in a project like this to put an element in the whole edifice, in the whole construct. And of course, to partition the engineering part, the science part between the various teams, it's also a challenge, especially for young people, right?
In order to ensure accuracy and reliability in the data collected for scientific analysis, we plan to study technologies and methodologies used in various radio telescopes, grasping the science and significance behind the results. Also, we intend to consult experts in the field and learn from their experience and guidance. Finally, we will compare our findings with different surveys and perform necessary calibrations in order to minimize errors as much as possible.
A major challenge we encountered during the electrical design of the antenna was that we have to study a very wide bandwidth of frequencies, so we need to make a mechanism that rotates the feeds in order to position each feed for the specific frequency we need to study. So the design of this mechanism has many parameters, and we need to take into account how this affects the signal.
My work on the radio telescope project has broadened my understanding of generally radioastronomy and specifically the hydrogen line which I'm working in. It has also made me understand that there's a need for the public to generally get a grasp for what radioastronomy is. And I think Project ASTRO aims to fill that hole in the public's knowledge.
The aspects of working on mechanical components of the radio telescope that I found most rewarding is the transition from the theoretical era of university education to a real-world project, which is also a demanding one. As we go on, we are going to observe the development and evolution of this project, and upon its completion, we are going to anticipate that it will have a great contribution to future research projects.
It makes it very specially unique because of the people doing it. They are the people which I would like to hope that got inspired by all this, and they set it up on their shoulders. The human element for me is the most inspiring aspect. Once these things, the project materializes, a lot of people will benefit. Generations of students will benefit because they'll be using this telescope as a sailing device to the heavens, as something to educate them about the cosmos. And that for me is the most beautiful aspect. Young people setting up something that other young people down the road will benefit from.
The role of team leader has its own challenges. Above all, it's a voluntary project, so it's only natural that team members can offer their time in different ways. So I try to understand their obligations and rhythms of each one individually. We always must have in mind that different people with different personalities need a different approach.
My experience developing software for ASTRO has enhanced my knowledge on radioastronomy data analysis in various ways. First of all, I learned a lot about radio frequencies and their applications. For example, working with software-defined radio, which was something I was not familiar with. Also, I gained experience working in utilizing different data formats, generating simulated data, visualizing data in a meaningful way, and processing discrete signals.
So now we are in the very early stages of the project, and we are mainly focusing on the design through simulations with antenna software. And when the time comes when we have to make any type of construction, we have to take into account any hazard that may occur and take the necessary precautions.
I gain inspiration in reverse. Every now and then, bureaucracy gets you down, a big university in Greece, documents here, there, Even routine can actually encroach upon you, even if you're an astrophysicist. So every now and then you need a boost, and the sailors of this project provide exactly that boost. Say, okay, stay on, because at the end of the day, after all the observatories you spend in the world, Mauna Kea, Atacama Desert, Arizona, Nagano, Plateau de Bure, the biggest inspiration is maybe still ahead of you here.